What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. The 80’s BMX Rad BMX Movie Edition shoes are out. But before we get to this, I want to talk a little bit about the actual intro that I made there. That tape is like a legit tape. I mean, not like, it is the legit tape. 1986, super heavy. We're going to talk a little bit about that at the end of the video. And I want to show you some stuff that's on top of the tape to give you guys an idea of where it came from. But funny story behind that is one of my friends, I want to say he's about 50 years old now, came from that era. And he was like, yeah, you don't know BMX unless you watch Rad. And Rad is like the staple where basically where BMX came from. And I've been addicted to it ever since. I like love that era because like the 80s were the best time. So as soon as I saw 80’s BMX come out with these shoes, I was hyped. And I was like, you know what? I want to make a video on it because it's super nostalgic to me and I'm sure it is to you guys. And we're going to unbox them. I'm going to show them to you for sure. But we're also going to be riding in them by the end of this video. So we're going to, you know, close out from this portion soon and we're going to go straight to the skate park. But I wanted to unbox these things, show you what these things are all about, show you the quality and build, because this is the first pair of 80’s I've had in probably 15 years, maybe a little more than that. When like the rooftop shoe was out and the Taj shoe was out. Who else had one? A handful of, oh, Ruben had a shoe. I had a bunch of their shoes. They were okay. I mean, the quality was, I mean, it was all right. I mean, I'm pretty sure they upped this standard since then. So let's open them up right now. Before we go any further, I want to talk about today's video sponsor. This video would not be possible if it was not for Phantom Wallet sponsoring today's video, hence the name. Fans open all your cards. Really durable design. This one's the aluminum one. They also offer it in plastic. All the accessories screw on, as you see there, all these little screw holes. Right now I'm running silicone band. I usually run the money clip because it gives you a lot of color accessories. They also offer a clear plastic front for holding IDs, as well as fanning out your keys. I'll display them here on the screen. If you're interested in any of these products, especially their newest one, it's going to be coming out really soon with MagSafe technology, be able to connect it to your iPhone. Click the link in the description below. Use Fede10 at checkout. And big shout out to Phantom Wallet for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to it. Let's open them up right now. I got the actual high tops. Yes, the high tops with the Rad BMX logo on them. Super, super hyped. I mean, look at that. Super, super hyped. I got to lace these things up. Then they got the Hell Track logo on there, the 7-Eleven logo. Funny story that I just watched a YouTube video about the whole Hell Track thing, which I'm going to link in the description after this video. You should go watch it. There's a guy I saw on YouTube who basically broke down everything you need to know about Rad and did all the digging. And it's funny, just a little bit of insight. The Hell Track, which I love that on there, the BMX riders in that movie were stressing riding down the wooden ramp in Hell Track that they made them chop it, you know, a good amount off for them to be comfortable to be able to ride it. So I'll link the video in the description of this video. You should check it out by the end of this one. And another funny moment is the guys who were like dancing in this movie, like the twins, actually became directors of horror movies such as The Conjuring, which I never even knew that. I think it's super, super funny they stayed in Hollywood. So let's check these things out. Take the paper out. Just so you know, I come from like more of a Vans shoe background, like I said. And these things are nice, and don't judge me. You gotta smell shoes, man. But these are the bottoms. That's the grip pattern that they're offering right here. And they do have, I'm hoping that's what it's for. It's more of like a tail whip type of protection there to kind of protect your foot. I don't know if you can see that, but that feels like a rubber of some sort. So feels good for sure. The midsole, let's see what the insoles are, because I run footprint insoles. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, these are kind of thin. So I'll be running the ones I normally run. So these won't be staying in there for sure. Let's pop them back in there. Let's lace these things up and check them out. So you got that Rad logo on the tongue, that Rad logo on the back, the Hell Track logo with 7-Eleven 80’s logo, which looks awesome. As I lace this up, I want you guys to tell me how old you are, what era in BMX I guess you started in, and if you like Rad, what your favorite scene was. But otherwise, let me know what your favorite BMX movie is. I haven't seen that one that came out recently with like Ludacris. A bunch of riders from today's era were featured in that. I think like Ryan Nyquist, Van Homan, handful of dudes. But these things are looking sweet. I'm hyped on these. The last pair of white high tops I had were the Vans Scotty Kramer ones, which are pretty decent. but I never really rode high tops. You know, I'm always like a mid-level kind of guy when it comes to ankle protection. As I lace up the second shoe, there is a tag on here that says buy a shoe, plant a tree. When you open up the tag, it says on here, you make a purchase, we make a donation, they plant a tree. I think that's pretty awesome that they got involved like that. Thank you to 2 million trees planted since 2011. I think that's pretty awesome. So one thing I didn't talk about in the unboxing of the video is that toe cap. Look how solid that is. That's got to feel really good for foot jam. So I'm really excited to kind of get on this shoe and ride in it. I know a lot of you guys might be kind of bummed because it's a limited edition rare shoe, I guess you would say, because they sold out so quickly and we don't know if they're ever going to make them again, but it's rad. And rad BMX shoes got to be ridden, right? So before we go to the skate park, I do want to talk to you guys about the VHS tape that's playing in the background. Also, how insane is it that my parents still had a VHS player? And I looked it up, that exact model right now is $800. $800. Talk about nostalgia. So let me pop this tape out and talk about it for a second because I'm really pumped about the information I found on it. So this is the original sleeve to the rad VHS tape that I have here. It says 1986 on there. You know, it could mean that the movie came out in 1986, or it could mean that this tape is from 1986. I would say this tape is probably from 1986 from the weight of the actual VHS tape compared to the other ones that I have in my parents' house. They do not feel nearly as heavy as this thing. I mean, this thing's got some weight. Not to mention, one of my favorite features of this, I mean, it says C&J Video on the front there. I don't know how well they did as far as business because Blockbuster Video was like dominating back then. So one of the other cool things about this is it says property of Schoolhouse Video right there. And that's in Texas. And they also have like another address right there. How insane is that? I wonder if this place is still in business. So just want to give you that little bit of a snippet of information, a little nostalgia. So let's get to the skate park. All right, we made it out here at Glasgow. Almost didn't have this session, by the way. A girl back there, as soon as I got here, broke her wrist. Looks like a limp gooseneck. So absolutely sucks. She doesn't want me to take her to the actual ER. She's having her dad come pick her up. So there's that. Also, the reason why I'm wearing different attire is because it's taken me like 3 days to kind of come back to this video. I got a random call. I had to see 5 different houses. I don't want to miss out on that opportunity because I'm in the process of moving. And if you saw my last video, basically letting you know where I've been, what I've been up to, that's the gist of it. Oh, also, just so you guys know, that guy in that was, you know, describing that last video, you know, you saw that clip, he was dealt with. So anyway, let's get some clips. Let's test these shoes out, see what they're all about. They definitely are stiffer than my previous Vans, but we're gonna give it a couple whip tap variations over here in the quarter. All right, so first impressions with tail whips, because I'm a big tail whip guy. The grip is super overpowering. I mean, I came from Vans where they have a wider waffle grip versus this is more of like a narrow, it's like more of like a diamond triangle type of print. So pretty good with tail whips. I just got to break them in. Somebody left this little board here. Look at this thing. And you know the options can be endless with this. So my goal would be to do one of those things where you pop your back wheel up, slam on the brakes, let it coast you, and I'm gonna try to grind that ledge and hopefully link it to that ledge eventually once I kind of get warmed up with this. All right, so these 80’s Rad Edition shoes are absolutely insane. I like them. Well worth the $70 I spent on them. And being that I'm not sure if they're ever going to make them again, I'm definitely going to ride in these things from here on out. First time I'm switching from Vans to basically any other shoe in a very, very long time. I know this is a quick session. I actually have to run to be able to go check out another house because I don't want to miss any opportunity. But if you guys have any suggestions for future videos, maybe other sneakers you want to see me review here on the channel with my own hard-earned money, put them in the comments below. Really appreciate all you guys' support. So if you guys like this video, drop a like. If you love it, hit the subscribe button. I'll catch you in the next one.